Hello and welcome to my stream. A streamer. I'm not in the stream. Hold on. A stream where there's gonna be some adventures and uh some stuff. Yeah, that's good. But in all seriousness, I'm just gonna continue animating. Today is day 6, and tomorrow is 7. Hold on. And yeah. Soap Wizard, yoo-hoo! What you gonna do right now? I'm animating you. Oh, thank you for that. Today I'm just gonna continue animating the thing I was doing yesterday. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Finish that part and then add like some. What am I gonna add? Yeah, then animate a different animation of a stick figure coming out from the right side and then directly start fighting with the stick figure that is going to be blue, I believe. A blue stick figure fighting a black stick figure, and they are just gonna keep fighting for like 20 seconds. I want the fight to be 20 seconds. It's long, that's for sure. But hey, it makes sense. If I really want to animate the animation that I'm imagining in my head right now, it gotta be 20 seconds at least. All right. So yeah, let's just start doing that. Today's stream is not gonna be long because I have college. I gotta go to class. But then after I come back, I gotta start another stream. Just animate the rest of the animation. Continue the stick figure fight if I didn't finish it, and start a different thing. Hmm. What am I saying? Anyway, you get the point. Okay. All right, let's do that. Let me remove my headphones. I'm not gonna use them anyway. Put the mic on the side. Put the fries in the bag. And actually start animating. Bob him. Uh-huh. I added something to the animation yesterday. Whoa. Hey skeleton, how are you doing? I am fine. How about you? I'm just gonna continue animating some stuff. Today, I woke up, did some stuff, and then I went uh to the living room and I was just making an audio, like basically imagining how the last animation will be. My apologies if I said something bad last night. I don't know what was running through my mind that time. Sorry, that's alright. I mean, I know you didn't mean it. I just, you know, that's alright. You know, we make mistakes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me just, make you guys see my phone screen. Bam. Should I make a list? The things that I want to draw? Or that will be just, hmm. Hold on, let me see. What did I miss? Moore was angry? No, um he just said something about my cats at one point. I know, I guess he got a little bit excited. But yeah, he didn't mean it, you know. I mean, even as a joke, I still didn't like it. Um, but I said that, yeah. But I know he didn't mean it. Even though it was a joke, I still didn't like it. This is what happened, and that's it. But that's alright, you know. It's okay. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing this. Let me show you. I think if I remove this, you guys will see this. Yep, you did. Mm-hmm. Bam, 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 bam. I'm just gonna basically draw the things that I want to animate, so we can have a list of things, like a to-do list, I guess. And why am I doing all of this? Hold on, let me just let's let's become advanced. Let's just do this. Hold on. Bam. See? It's easier. I finished it directly. School. Yeah. Work smarter, not harder. Mm-hmm. Again, my apologies for the cat. That's alright. Dude, someone invited me to a collab, but now I just can't comment on their videos anymore. That's where they asked, can you ban someone from commenting or something? Mm, don't remember. I think there's like a way to make like somebody still be able to comment, but like it won't appear on in the comment section, but it will appear to the like for like for people like other people, they won't see your comment, but you will still be able to see your own comment. If you can't even see your own comment, then I guess that's not that type of ban or whatever. No. Anyway, just make this one smaller. Bam, like this. Okay, so here's what I want to make. So, you guys remember the box that was, hit? Well, let me actually show you the animation while talking about it. Show you what I'm talking about, and then do it. Now it just disappears when I reload. Uh, I don't know. Hold on. Let me just go to my YouTube studio. Maybe I can find something. Anyways, back to drawing arcs again. Yay! I mean, I'm not gonna draw arcs this time. I'm just gonna. Or are you talking about yourself? Not sure if you're talking about me or your animation. Because you mentioned something about animation, so maybe. So, hold on. Community. Let's see, can I ban somebody from commenting or something? Hold on, let's try with this comment. I can hide user from channel, um, or remove a comment. Always approve comments from this user. Okay, so there is this thing that I'm looking at right now. It says always approve comments from this user. Maybe that's what he did. Because if I understood this correctly, this means that your comment, when you comment something, uh, like YouTube will just hide it, and will not make it appear until uh, until until the YouTuber looks at your comment and approves it. Then it will appear in the comment section. I think this is what happened probably, because there's a button here that says remove. This will just remove the comment. There is hide user from channel. This is one I was talking about. Like, you will be able to see your comment and everything, but people will not be able to see your comment. But yeah, this is what hide user from channel is. At least this is what I remember. This is probably what it means. Anyway, so yeah, it's probably that. Right. That's just a bug, I think. It happens to me a bit of times ago. Maybe it's just a bug, I don't know. Okay, let me show you the screen then. Hold on. Mm, okay, so here's. By the way, I added something to the animation. You see like some yellow stuff appearing when I punched the stick figure punches this cube or wherever. So yeah, this will go and then hit basically a big wall. Then there's gonna be, you know, fog, or is this called fog or smoke? Basically, smoke, fog, whatever. You should use an impact frame. Not sure if I know what you're talking about. Is it like that moment where everything is white and black and then bam, and somebody punches something? If that's what you mean, I'm not gonna do that right now. I do think that I'm gonna include it at one point in the animation, but that's not gonna be anytime soon. So yeah, and thank you for telling me. Because this animation, the animation that I'm thinking about, is just too ambitious, too big. I'm not gonna finish this anytime soon. Okay, I might finish like half of the animation or something like that, and I mean without actually turning it to my characters completely. Yeah, because I have a time limit. I gotta finish this in 2 days now. This is day one, and then tomorrow day two, and that will be it. There isn't gonna be an explosion like this. Some fog, smoke, probably smoke because fog is a different thing. Yeah, smoke. There's gonna be some smoke, and then it's gonna turn to 2D, 2D, and the smoke is like this. Then bam, he exits here, and then it's just gonna be like a stick figure fight here. Basically, it's gonna be a stick figure fight. Gonna try and live up to that deadline too. I mean, the reason I have a deadline is because I want to make a video about this, you know? You don't need to follow a deadline. You gotta think about um how much time do you have and how much time are you wasting, you know? So each person is different. You gotta think differently um and compare it to your situation. Because for me, I only have like one class in college today, you know, so I have a lot of time. Gotta stop myself from watching YouTube videos that aren't about stick figures, so I can get more time. Because if I waste time, I'm not gonna have time. Okay. So after this stick figure fight, it has to be 20 seconds. 20 seconds of stick figure fighting each other. Then after that, my character will like touch the ground. Then like to actually, yeah, we'll touch the ground, and then some stuff will come from the ground. Bones, basically. I'm attacking like sands from Undertale, I guess. And yeah, gonna run away. And then probably he will start coming closer to me while avoiding, you know. Hold on. He'll start coming closer to me. Bam, bam, bam. Like this, you know. Attack here. Another attack over here. Another attack over here. He will basically avoid, you know, he will keep running toward me while doing this so he can fight me, because if he's far away, I'm just gonna keep attacking him. So you gotta get closer to me. By the way, the person I'm fighting against is YouTube. This is the idea. Like, it's basically my character, the skeleton, fighting YouTube. You know, because you know that's the story of my life. You know, I want to make YouTube a job. You know, it's my dream job. Okay, this is what I have to do today. Is it too much? Definitely. I probably can't do all of this. But hey, it's I'm gonna try to do that, at least. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's start doing all of this, shall we? Mm-hmm. That's so cool, thank you. I do want to make this fight look cool. So yeah, I hope I actually make it cool instead of just imagining a cool fight, you know? Because that's the thing with animation, you gotta actually make things appear cool, not just imagine them in a cool way. I'm fighting you, and I'm fighting you. Gotta let you lose. Sorry, that's alright. I mean, if you animate a fight between both of us, it's alright if you make yourself the winner, you know? Just make me put a good fight at least, you know? That's gonna be cool. Mm-hmm. Um, alright. How will I start this? I can. do the box, hitting the ground part, which is the first part, and this part. I can do this right now, but the thing is, I gotta learn how to do this um, smoke. I mean smoke. I keep saying fog. Sorry, y'all. Gotta learn how to do this smoke because I still don't really know how to do it. I just saw it in some animations and I was like, yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. Even though I never actually learned. I didn't learn anything about animating smoke. So yeah. I'm probably gonna struggle with this one, but hopefully it's good. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I can start with this, or directly start with this part, like the 2D smoke, and then something coming out from it, which is this character, and then just gonna start fighting. This gotta be slow motion. I think this will be the first thing that will appear. Then it's gotta be slow motion. Then bam, it's um a fast fight. I think I can. Yeah, I should probably. I mean, I can actually like if I'm gonna do this one, if I want to do this part, then I also have to learn about smoke because I can't just leave the smoke like this. It's also gotta be good. Yeah. I mean, I can just start with this part directly the fight. That's an option. Mhm. Imagine if your video goes viral and you will attract a huge amount of wrong audience who will want more animation from you in the future. Hmm. I mean, that's a thing that might happen. Mm, well, mm, yeah, that might happen actually. Mm. Well, I guess if this happens, I'm just gonna start doing something that is similar to animations. Yesterday I watched um a video of like a new animator. I mean, sure, you can call her an animator, but she does basically the same thing that I do. It's basically PNGs, but each drawing is different. So this is the difference between me and her. Like she basically does new drawings every frame, like every not every frame, every new scene. But for me, sometimes I just include the PNG. So yeah, um, there's a difference when it comes to this part. Um, I just thought about this because she can be considered an animator, I guess. She doesn't do animation that much. So you can still have an animation audience, even though your videos aren't technically animations. Ringo, no. However, if you watch Ringo's last video, which was uploaded yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, the girl that she talked with in that video, that's the one I was talking about. Because I watched the video from Ringo, and then I remembered that animator because I did see that animator a long time ago. I don't know her name. I don't know she is basically Japanese and Jamaican, and yeah. Mm, yeah, basically, even if I have an animation audience, I think that's still a good idea. However, I do have a plan for this. Like if people want animation, I do have a plan for this. I'm not gonna mention it. Um, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Use an S and try letting it smooth go over to it mirrored it, then use it in form. I didn't understand what you meant, to be honest. This is a really well tactic to use. Congrats on your 11th sub wizard. He didn't reach it? Hmm. Anyway, let's just start actually. Alright, how will I start? Should I do this one? I think it's probably makes sense. Will probably make sense. Because like if I'm in class, if I'm in college, I can just ignore the teacher and start animating this because I already have experience animating stick figures. Yeah, so I know what to do. Mm-hmm. But I don't have experience drawing smoke. Oh, you meant Komono? Not sure if she is called Komono. Hold on, let me Google that. I mean YouTube it. YouTube it. I think I'm might be the only person saying YouTube it. It makes sense, you know. There is Google it. There's like we gotta, use this term. I think you said Komono. Komono. Yeah, exactly. This one. Like technically speaking, this isn't really animation. This is just PNG pictures. Like each scene is just um a different drawing basically. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Do that. Mm. Okay. Now I think I'm just gonna. Okay, look. I'm gonna start editing the last animation and make the cube or the rectangle or whatever. Um, yeah, I'm gonna just make the. I don't know. It's probably. I don't. It's yeah. It's actually a rectangle, not a square. Okay, let's just keep calling it rectangle. I'm gonna animate it. Uh, you know, basically going back until he hits a wall behind him. Then the smoke will appear, and then we'll turn to 2D. The smoke will appear again, but like you wait a moment, then bam, something comes out from the smoke, and it's this character, and then there's the stick figure fight. I can animate the stick figure fight right now if I finish this early. If I didn't, then I'm gonna go to college because after like an hour and a half I gotta go to college. Um, gonna animate the rest of the stick figure fight in college. Not sure if I can finish it in college. Probably not. I mean, the fight gotta be 20 seconds. I want it to be 20 seconds, and the last part of the animation gotta be me being bad at fighting, and he just keeps beating me. So, yeah. Like for example, I hit, I miss, he punches me 2 times, I block, but then he sweeps, I fall to the ground, he hits me while I'm in the ground, I get up, I try to punch, he blocks, but then he just uses my leg to throw me or something, something like this. Basically me just not doing good in the fight. And the last part of the fight, the first part gotta be, me actually putting a good fight. Again, I will try and explain it. Take the letter S. Okay. Try. Hold on. Take the letter S. Try and let it curve smoothly. Go over its mirrored form. Like go smoothly, so it becomes like this, then it becomes like this. This is what you mean. Um, do this by letting the lower curve go up, and the upper disappears. Uh, so it gotta go like this instead of like this. Is this what you mean? But why should I do this? I don't have time. I only have 2 days to make like something. It gotta become like something like this, and then it turns to uh I don't know, to a line or something like this. I don't know, man. And why should I do this? Because if you're trying to, help me when it comes to perspectives, I did do 2 animations about that. So I think I don't really need to do perspectives anymore. Not because feel like I'm good at it now, but simply because I don't have time. So as you can see, I made this animation to learn about perspectives. So I did try, learning perspectives here. Um, so yeah, I don't really have time. I gotta make the animation that I want to show in the video. It makes it look smooth, the smoke. I don't know what you're saying, to be honest. Like, I don't know how S looks like the smoke. I gotta just watch a video about it. Thank you for helping me though, but yeah, I'm just gonna watch a video about how to animate smoke and stream. I'm gonna do that in stream. Hey Skeleton, hello, Skeleton the Animator. Congrats, you just hit 7,000 subscribers. Yeah, thank you. I did hit it like yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday. Some people were telling me congrats on 7,000 subscribers. So yeah, yeah. We reached 7,000 subscribers. That's cool. However, we gotta get more. The goal is getting more, and hopefully someday to 100K subscribers. But yeah, this is a step forward, but the journey is still long. We gotta keep walking and running and crawling and keep moving. Yeah. Mm, I think I'm just gonna do the smoke because, like, when it comes to stick figure animation, I can do that alone. I did this while being in college. I was in college. I didn't care about the teacher. I was just animating this stick figure fight. So I think I have a good understanding. I know what to do. Like animating a stick fight is something that I can do alone. Don't really need somebody. Like I don't need to watch something or copy it or whatever. So yeah, or watch a tutorial. Basically, I already know a little bit about that. So yeah, I gotta leave this to when I'm in college, I think. Alright, let's learn about the smoke. But first, let's just animate um, the rectangle hitting a wall. Okay, no problem. Yeah, sorry man, I'm just too slow. Hmm. You gotta animate more. I'm turning around. So it's this. The next frame is like turns a little bit. Directly turns. Directly goes to the other side. Okay, so directly turn again. Let me use the same pen. I think this is the same pen, right? Yep. What are you planning to make? Just animating for fun? I want to make like a huge animation to basically prove to my audience in the next video, well, not the next video, but you get the point, the video about animation, because this is the whole thing. Like this week I was, learning about animation, and to prove that I learned a lot of stuff, I'm gonna make one huge animation in day 6 and 7 and basically show what I did, um, in these days. By the way, today is day 6, so I gotta start that huge animation. Um, and that animation I'm gonna show it in the last part of the video, basically. So yeah. Um, yeah, but like, are you planning to make a YouTube video or just animating for fun? Yeah, I'm planning to make a YouTube video. I just said that. And the last animation that will appear in the last part of the video will be over here. I just showed you a little bit, like what the plan is. So you see this rectangle over here. That's this thing that you're looking at right now. Okay, so it's gonna keep going to the back until it hits a wall. As you can see, there's a wall, and then there's gonna be smoke. Smoke will appear because of the impact. And then the next scene is gonna be, the smoke from 2D, the 2D perspective, and then bam, something will come out, and it's actually this stick figure coming out from the smoke, and he will start attacking this other stick figure over here, which is gonna be me, by the way. I'm gonna do that later. And then, some slow motion here, and then a 20-second stick figure fight will happen. Then I gotta do some stuff, and then it will be like this. I use bones, and they appear from the ground, and he just runs away from it, and then he starts coming closer to me. But then I attack him with bones here. This is the way he's going to. He's going here. This appears, so he goes to this side. This appears, so he goes to this side. Then this appears, then he goes to this side. Basically running away from the bones coming from the ground. This is the idea, basically. Okay. So yeah, this is the idea. This is what I want to animate today. It's gonna take a long time. But hey, that's alright. As long as I actually finish this 20-second stick figure fight and start this part, I think that's good. Um, And that's enough to be in the video. Like, that's enough scenes to appear in the video, basically. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So now I gotta somehow animate a wall coming closer to this guy. But how will this be? Like, okay, after he punches him, the perspective changes. Now it's looking directly to the front. I think maybe just. Hmm. Let's look at it now. Hopefully the perspective is cool. Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh. Guys, I actually like it. I actually like it. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Maybe I'm cooking. Hold on. I actually like it. It looks really cool. Man. Mm-hmm. And then smoke will appear. That's the idea that I want to do over here. Mm-hmm. Let me read the chats. Apparently, my Zimbabwean uncle, 24th generation, died. His notary sent me an email. He leaves me as his only nephew. Uh, 123, 123. So $40 million. Um, yeah. Hold on, hold on. Let me, you know, you know, my friend. You can donate some stuff. Did you know that you can donate in this stream actually? So, how about you give me $1 million or something? It's a small donation. Hold on, where is that thing? Where is it? Yeah, goal. One super chat, all colors, 3 hours, money. Here is the goal. Yahoo! You can donate to me. Give me $1 million. I'm just joking, of course. Uh, oh, anyway, that's so cool. Yeah, I think it's also. Yeah, I also think it's cool. Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna duplicate. So the last frame was this, then this. Now he gotta be flat again, but I'm gonna make it smaller now. Guys, my computer is shutting down. What? Um, are you avoiding the donation? Or are you actually serious? Not sure if you're joking here. We should make him small. That will look more realistic, I think. Because the camera this time actually stopped moving, you know? Now I think in this part, we gotta see some smoke. I think this is where smoke will actually start appearing. But to do that, I gotta watch a tutorial, yahoo! Because I don't know how to do smokes. Because I don't smoke. And smoking is bad, kids. Do not smoke. Never in your entire life. Hold on. How to. What? How to animate smoke. Mm-hmm. Now I was clowning the stupid scammer who thought I would believe it. Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll leave the smoke for my smoked salmon. Man, you gotta give us some of that salmon. You know, we gotta eat something here. Uh-huh. 500 cigarettes. Yeah, bring. Let's take 500 cigarettes and throw them in the ocean. Let's make people never smoke again. How to animate smoke. Um. Actually, guys, I think what I gotta do is actually animate explosion, not smoke. But I just call it smoke. Because the thing that I want to happen here is actually an explosion more than it's more an explosion than a just smoke. Because when I write smoke, it's like it's just somebody smoking or like a place is on fire or something like that. So yeah, let me actually learn how to animate. But I'm gonna watch this video about animate smoke or dust effect. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. This part is just gonna be me being quiet sometimes because I'm watching a video right now. Don't try to face any problems, so I'm not gonna show the video. I actually gotta animate explosions. I think this is what I gotta do, not that. How to animate explosions. Hmm. Okay. This guy is making me learn how a real life explosion um you know appears. He's like oxygen, ignition source, fuel, dust cloud. Like, bro, I just want to animate. I don't really want to learn how an explosion happens. But I guess he's just trying to, make us understand more. Now, I'm just gonna copy frame by frame what this guy does. I think that makes sense. But like do it in a different way. Explosions are like angry smoke. Yeah, technically, if you think about it. They're gonna say something about S. I mean, so far I didn't hear anything, and that video is just too long, so I'm just gonna use the frame by frame, looking at the video frame by frame thing that you do on YouTube. If you didn't know how to do that, I just learned about this like recently. You click comma and period to like watch a video frame by frame. So it's really good if you wanna, look at how somebody animated something. You just click on these two to go, to the front or to the back, and you can see how an animation was animated. So yeah, sometimes it's angry enough to form a mushroom shape. Yeah, angry shroom. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do all that. It's gonna be a small cloud. I'm not sure if I should call it a cloud. Anyway, so hold on. uh, so the first frame of an explosion is basically something small appears. I'm gonna use this other pen. It's really small. Hmm. This. I'm gonna put it a little bit over here because that's where the explosion happened. Okay, next frame. I'm gonna hide this. What should the next frame be? A bigger this thing, whatever it's called. a bigger one basically. And like some small ones inside of it. The next frame. Okay, then I'm gonna duplicate. Then I'm gonna hide this. What is the next frame now? So the actual light of an explosion appears. So like, gotta make this part yellow, I guess. Yellow. Let's make this yellow. And it gets bigger. Really big this time. And the layer before it gotta stay black. Maybe like some these. And this will appear for like 2 frames, I guess. Let's look at it. Let's see how it looks like. Hmm. So far, I don't like it. I guess we gotta be patient. Okay, so the next thing is gonna be a bigger explosion. Oh, hold on. Let me mix these 2 frames, then duplicate. I don't want to deal with all that. Then the yellow color should like be bigger this time. Then like smoke will start actually appearing. Okay, so smoke will appear in the middle of all of this. Yes, like this. These will still appear. And the next frame gonna be more smoke, but bigger. There's like actually two layers of this. There's more here, I guess, something like this. Then the next frame is gonna be the same thing, but like smaller. You can be like, yeah, the explosion is now, uh, you know, being a small, slow motion, I guess, or whatever. So it basically has more clouds, but it's just a little bit bigger. But inside it, there is actually more clouds. We're gonna include more of these now. So this will be duplicated, then another duplication, but this one will disappear. This time it will be the same thing. Hold on, let me actually read the chat instead of just seeing all of this. Load now the smoke, otherwise it will be too slow and smooth. Yeah, I'm animating the smoke now. Yeah, let me watch that video frame by frame again. So it's the same thing, but like just a tiny bit bigger. Okay, let's actually look at it. We can see how it looks like. Hmm. Well, let's make it. Let's be closer, just so we can focus on the explosion. It feels weird. Hold on. I think this is the thing. Like this over here it's small, over here it's big, over here it's small. So I gotta fix this part actually. I think that's the problem. This is why it feels weird a little bit. But it's gotta be between these two. So like over here. A little bit bigger. Like this. You know, I feel like it's better. I think it's better now. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Maybe the problem over here is because I didn't give this one 2 frames, probably. See, this is two, but this is just one. Let me duplicate this one and let's look at it again. Yeah, now it feels slower. That's cool. Alright, 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 alright. We're doing better now. We are in a better situation. Hold on. Hey, that pacing is kinda nice, thank you. Great, now let the smoke hang over there for a minute. Yeah, that's what I should do. Thank you for telling me. That's exactly what I should be doing. Gotta make the last part, slow and gets bigger, but just a little bit, you know? Because that's how explosions behave. They are fast at first, but then they become slower. Hold on, guys. What if I do this in this part? I think that's gonna make this whole thing better. Let's look at it. I like it. I think it's better. Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay. Just gotta make the smoke now a little bit slower. And we already took an hour. This whole thing took me an hour. I mean, let's just say let's say 40 minutes because to be fair, in the beginning of the stream I was just talking with you guys. So yeah, let's say this whole thing took me 40 minutes. Or maybe 30 minutes, I don't know. Anyway, I still have like 1 hour, then I have to end the stream because I have college. But when I'm gonna be in college, I'm gonna animate this part over here. It's gonna be, uh, I think yeah, it's gonna be this explosion. It gets bigger just a little bit, because it's slow, and then, you know, gets out here. I think I saw a video about smoke, not explosions, and I think I'm gonna like I think that animation is like used for like if somebody is dashing, there's like smoke like this, smoke coming out, from behind his leg, like oh he's very fast. So I'm gonna use that in the opposite way, like instead of that, it's gonna be this, so like he comes out from it because this is what I want to do over here over here. He comes out from it and there's like smoke like this, kinda, I think. Something like this. And yeah, he comes here and then a 20-second fight. Yeah. The 20-second fight, I think I'm gonna do it in class. Okay. Let's actually do this instead of just yapping about it. Yabadi yabada. Yabarababi. Yeah, no need to wear my headphones. I'm just watching an animation here. Impact frames. I gotta also learn about impact frames, but I'm not gonna use them anytime soon, I think. Or maybe I should make use an impact frame when he gets out from the smoke. But well, that will be just too much, to be honest. My grab beat, just got taken down for hate speech. Is that really that bad? What? Hate speech? Uh, what did you say in that thing? Hmm. Did you use the N-word or something? What? Hold on. Let me drink some tea. Oh, yeah. Hmm. To be honest, I'm gonna bring more tea. Hold on. I'm back. Hopefully, I don't accidentally hit my cup and make my PC swim for the first time in its life. Ouch. Okay. But before I actually do this, hold on. I got a message from somebody. Let me just look at it. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I just gotta make it slower now. That's all I gotta do. So duplicate, right? Because there is 2 frames. Yep, these are two. The third one, I'm gonna now delete this part and draw the same thing, but like just slightly bigger. Okay. And oh man, it's kind of weird how at the beginning it was like, yeah, this will go here, this will go there, but now I'm actually careful with where I put, where I draw. Explosions are a different kind of animation, I guess. Okay, did the um outline, I guess. and duplicate. So let's look at it now. Okay, new one. So the same thing, just a slightly bigger again. Not sure for how long should I keep doing this, but I just gotta keep doing it. You know, just slightly bigger. Man, my finger doesn't feel good. Like, the way I keep drawing stuff, I don't know. Yeah, at some point I gotta start using a digital pen, I think. I think this time I'm gonna do like 3 frames instead of just the usual two. Not sure how it not sure how it will look like. Hopefully it looks good. If it doesn't look good, then I'm just gonna delete the 3rd frame and that's it. Let's do one more time. One more of this and that will be it probably. If it's not it, then I'm gonna look, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to figure out what to do basically. Okay. Alright guys, alright? Alright mates? Never heard a British person say mates. Isn't that right, mates? Hmm. Don't feel like you live in the UK, right? Did you ever hear someone say like say something and then say mates instead of just mate? Isn't that right, mate? They don't even say tea. I'm not you know, I mean of course that's pretty obvious I think. My first language isn't English. So sometimes because like native speakers, when they talk, for example, they don't say something, they say something. You know, they don't even pronounce the G, even though it's actually there. You know. What else? Same thing with T. Sometimes they don't pronounce the T. For example, so they don't say mate, they say mate. This is my mate, or something like that. Yeah, they say that a lot. Yeah. Do you ever get sick of your family members arguing? Of course. I mean, it seems like that's pretty common, unfortunately. Sometimes you just gotta be the bigger person, try to avoid the harm, um, make the argument small because, if it's already there, then you can only make it small now. You can't really delete it or whatever. Like remove it completely. Sometimes you can, but that's very rare. You can just minimize the harm, I guess. If you can't do anything about it, then for me, if you ask me, just stay in your room. You know, you can't be a hero every time, even though you want to. Just stay in your room. Uh, let the storm calm down. That's what you gotta do, I guess. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hopefully this is the last frame. I don't want to animate the smoke anymore. Well, I gotta animate the smoke after I finish this. So yeah. Either way, I gotta animate more smoke. But hey, the next time, hopefully it's not gonna be something too big. Whoa, this is too much. Hold on. It's small, just like that. If I do something like this, here and there. Let's see now. Ooh, I like it. Uh, just get closer to the screen. I just wanna watch it. Mm-hmm. To be honest with you guys, should probably add one more frame to make the scene longer. Probably do that. I should probably do that. Do that. Do that. How do native speakers say that? Do they say that or that? That thing is very cool. Or that thing is very cool. That thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. So they don't even say that, they just say that. That thing is very cool. Mm-hmm. Let me add the last smoke frame. Oh, I think I know why this looked a little bit fast. Because I gotta include these small things even in this place. Yeah, now it looks better. Now it looks better. Alright, let's continue. They don't pronounce the T at the end, mostly, but to be honest, you can still understand their speech well, yeah. I mean, it's there in the word, but they just don't pronounce it. Pronounce it or pronounce it. Pronounce it. They just don't pronounce it. Hmm. I guess a good way to. Hold on, let me drink some tea. Kind sir, it appears that you don't pronounce the T at the end of the word. Because they did. Let's try it. Let's try it like this. So I'm gonna say the same thing, something that ends with T, but then right after I say that, something that starts with T gotta, I gotta say something that starts with T. So let T, let tea be poured. Not sure if this is correct, but let's just say it. Um, let tea be poured. Yeah, see, I didn't even pronounce it without actually thinking about it. I just didn't say let. I just said let tea be poured, as if I mixed the first tea with the last tea. Let tomato. Let tomato. My tomato is very. Yeah. Yeah, you said it in the chat. Tomato. This tomato is very cool. In it. Anyway. In now rhyme, mate. The weather's quite nice, in it. The weather is quite nice in it, isn't it? The weather's quite nice in it. Anime, in it. Hmm. Cubes. Hello. Hi. Yo. Yo. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Um, I just animated this right now. Look, the last part. The wall, getting closer to the wall and the explosion. I just did this in this stream. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Filmed. Should I call you Belt or Cubes? I don't know. I feel like it's better to call you Cubes because your profile picture has a cube, so I think it makes sense. Just wanted to stop by before I sleep. Yeah, epic. Thank you. I'm trying to make it look cool. Mm-hmm. This is a smear frame. As you can see, it doesn't look cool, but it doesn't matter because it won't appear for a long time anyway. hmm By the way, this explosion, I didn't copy it. I mean, technically, I copied the principles of animating an explosion, but I didn't copy frame by frame an explosion from YouTube. Well, kinda. I just looked at an explosion and I did it in my own way because the explosion that I saw on YouTube isn't circular. It's kind of like it starts from below and it goes up. I just tried to do the same thing but like in every direction, so it's circular. Yeah, I think it looks cool. Damn, an explosion. I think I'm gonna animate one more frame of the explosion and that will be it. This scene will be done. Okay, let's do this. Let's make the small ones actually turn to a circle. Go to sleep now, sadly? Yeah, unfortunately. I'm sorry I didn't stream early today. I gotta start streaming early so you can actually watch the streams. It's like when it's the evening for me, it's night for you. When it's night for me, it's the morning for you. I'm noticing the patterns here. So yeah. Where do you live exactly? Do you live in Australia? I think maybe you said some like one day that you live in Australia. I don't know. Maybe that was a different person. Guys, am I becoming old? Am I forgetting stuff? Am I tweaking? Hmm. The screen doesn't. Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot to say. Good night. And yeah, thank you for watching the stream. I just forgot about that. I was just talking about how I gotta stream early. Yeah. Good night, and yeah. Hope I can see you again in the other stream. Hopefully today. I want to do another stream today. Because after, ooh, we're actually gonna end the stream pretty soon, like after 20 minutes. So yeah, because I have college and gotta go to class. But while being in class, I'm gonna just animate the part where I'm fighting with YouTube, like stick figures. Okay, let's look at it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Bro, nah, let's watch it again. Okay, I like it. Hmm. Well, maybe I should actually add the fourth frame. It sounds ridiculous, but yeah, let's just try it. Mm, yeah, I think it looks good enough. Mhm. I'm observing. Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough. This is actually what will happen in the actual animation, I guess. Let's go! I just finished the first part of the animation. As you can see, this is the part I'm talking about. So yeah, I just finished it. So let's do bam, then bam, bam. Doesn't look good, hold on. Bam, bam. I just finished it. Let's go. Sorry if that was too loud. Um, Now, for the next part is gonna be this. The explosion, is we're looking at the explosion from the side now, then something comes out from the smoke. And it's actually this stick figure, and he is about to punch this character, but this character is blocking, and then just gonna be a cool fight scene. Gonna be like, you know, that kind of fight. Fast and furious. uh, so yeah, uh, I only have 20 minutes. Huh. By the way, I just thought about something. Like, can I make this smoke somehow be very like only be like one picture or one frame that moves just slowly? So it's the same PNG basically, the same smoke PNG, but it's moves just slowly to the left, for example. The same thing keeps moving to the left, then somebody comes out from it, and there's like some smoke, you know, that gets bigger. It's kind of like something like this. And he does this, and the smoke like does this circle, this arc or circle. So now let's draw that over here. I don't know how to do this, but yeah, you get the point. Buffy tried to work on 2D, or I mean, try work on 2 seconds. Look how bad guys did it, they do it good. Oh, maybe you're talking about something else in the chat? Hmm. Hmm. Hold on. Let me just send this animation to a friend. Hold on, hold on. Came back. Let me just. I might actually end the stream earlier than I thought. Hold on, let me just watch a video somebody sent me. All right. It seems like we only have 10 more minutes. So yeah, um we're probably not gonna finish the animation today, unfortunately. I mean, of course, but you get the point. I don't know, I thought maybe I can do this first, the 2D smoke, but I guess I'm gonna do that in the next stream probably. Because still not sure how to do this. I thought maybe like slowly come like goes to the left or something like that. That might be a good idea. So yeah. I'm gonna just save this drawing, like the drawing that I'm doing over here. I'm gonna just save it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the idea basically. This scene, the box going to the bank because it was punched, or the square or the rectangle, probably a rectangle. It looks like more like a rectangle. Then it goes to the bank, hits a wall, and there is some smoke. I just did that right now. Here it is. So here's what I was drawing over here, what I made over here before I started when I started the stream. So yeah, this is the first part. Yahoo! Let's go. Now it's gotta be this, but I'm not gonna do this now. I'm gonna do this after the stream. Like, I mean, I'm gonna do this in the next stream, hopefully. Okay. Then it's gonna be this animation, this stick figure fight. I'm gonna do it in class, okay? Because I have class. This is why I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go to class and I will just ignore the teacher. um, Guys, don't do what I'm doing. Yeah, it's not really good. No need teacher and everything. I do that because I want to be a YouTuber. This is what I want. Like I want this to be my job. So it makes sense that I ignore the teacher a little bit. Also put in mind that uh, I'm studying English in college, okay? And English, I'm really good at it. I'm really good at English. So the exams are pretty easy, to be honest. I'm not somebody who struggles with what I'm studying. That's why it's okay for me to um procrastinate some stuff, ignore a lot of stuff, because when the exam is close, I just um like do everything at once, and I'm fine. I get good grades or average grades. So yeah, this is my situation, okay? So yeah, if you're in something that takes more effort, a lot of studying, please do not ignore the teacher. Don't do something like me. And also, if you are not, if you're not doing something productive, like I do, for example, trying to become a YouTuber, um, um, you just if your idea, if you wanted to do something similar to me, but just watch YouTube videos, then you're just wasting your time. You're there in class, so might as well just listen to the teacher and get some new information and make the exam easier. So yeah. All right, I think that will be it for today. Oh no, I'm late. Yeah, unfortunately. Yo, hello, Lost Gamer, 14. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right now. But look, I'm gonna show you guys what I was doing. So I started the stream and I was like, I gotta do this part over here, the part that I'm you know drawing over drawing over it right now. So yeah, I just did that. So the rectangle, gets punched and flies to this big wall over here, and then there's some smoke. And yeah, here is that animation. It's the thing that you're looking at right now. Let me get closer so you can get a better look. So this is the animation. It's pretty cool. I like it. So yeah. Alright, have a nice rest of your day. Make sure you won't be late too. Yeah, I mean, I still have some time, but yeah. I'm gonna try to animate the fight over here, the 20-second fight. I'm gonna try to make it interesting and cool. So yeah. Hold on, guys. Hold on, actually. Should I just like hold on, let me stop this. Should I just animate like just edit, basically edit this. Hold on, just got an ad. Anyway, should I like do you guys remember the stick figure fight animation that I showed you? Should I just animate like use the same animation but like change the part where the guy after getting kicked 2 times he just drops, falls in the ground? Should I just like change it so it's so that guy is actually just gets punched, gets kicked 2 times, and he keeps fighting instead of just dying, or something like that. I think that's probably what I should be doing here. Guys, I hate how ads nowadays are like, yeah, you can close the ad, but you gotta go to Google Play to do that. I miss the X button. That was cool. I mean, I still get it sometimes, I think, if I remember correctly. But, you know, still not good. I'm talking about this animation here, by the way. This one. So this one isn't really what I want exactly, because the animation should start like this, exactly what you see over here. So this guy comes here, he's about to punch. He's the first one to do a punch. Then I protect myself. Then maybe we can do that, I'm gonna attack now. Like maybe he does like 3 punches and I block all of them. Then I start attacking. Then he blocks like what you're seeing in this animation over here right now. Animation over here. He blocks. Then he kicks me 2 times. He actually succeeded and punched and actually hit me 2 times. So instead of just falling down over here, I guess I'm gonna make him, sit on his legs and gets punched one more time, but then the next punch is him blocking it, or actually, evading the punch or something. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna do that and glass. Yeah, and we just reached the time I said I'm gonna end the stream in. 3 p.m. and 30 minutes. 3 p.m. and 30 minutes. This was the time I was going to end the stream originally, and I actually, I am actually going to end it um, there. So, yeah. High five animates. It's my favorite skeleton. Hello. By the way, did you see your comments in the torture video? I don't know if you saw it or not. Maybe you commented about it. I don't know. If you watch the whole video, you will see at one point I added your comment in the video because you asked for it. You wanted, you wanted me to show your comment. So, yeah, just wanted to know if you actually saw it or not. Christ. Let me just wait for the answer. Not yet. Oh, well, if you just watch my last video, I added your comment because you wanted me to add your comment. So, yeah. Anyway. I'm drinking some tea. That's it for today's stream. We did some cool stuff, we did some productive stuff. That's cool. Which is also cool, I guess. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. I will watch now. Alright. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.